Howdy, hello, and welcome back. Today is the 13th episode of The Preferred Few, with the very special guest being a diamond sparkling in the local drag scene. Give it up for... Diamond Swisher! How are you, love?
Hey.
Woo! Woo! We're already starting off to a great bleep. She said it from the go. How are you?
I'm good. A little bit tipsy.
Ooh, a little tipsy, a little
medicated. I feel cute.
Yeah. I mean, looking good, feeling gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's giving. We talked about it. Very Wendy Williams. I love Wendy. How you doing?
So, got a letter P.
We love a capital P. So I met you a few years ago in Rock and Roll Sushi in Auburn, I believe. We were actually talking about this while getting ready. I think that's the first time we officially met. But this is my first time actually like getting to know you and getting to talk to you. And literally, even when you pulled up, I felt like we were immediately like, I mean, no tea, no shade, but we were immediately like, you want to? Right. That's just how it goes.
I mean, duh. Like, what? Diamond Swisher, of
course. In the name.
Of course.
I love. So yeah, I'm honestly super excited for this. Even whenever you filled out the application form to be on, I was like, yes, immediately yes. So you ready to dig deep and roll up on these questions?
Let's do it, girly.
See what I did there? Dig deep because of diamonds and roll up because of Swisher. I'm a punny girl. So as mentioned, I met you in Auburn, but you're not actually from there, correct?
No.
Yeah, so you're from LaGrange?
I live in LaGrange right now. I'm
Okay.
from Lafayette, Alabama, which is like, have you ever heard of Lafayette?
I have, yeah, not good things.
It's a very tiny little town.
I've heard that about her. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only drag queen to ever come out of Lafayette.
Hold that to your mother grave though. Take it. Take it for
go on Drag Race.
So you were not born in Georgia. You were born in Alabama.
I was born in Alabama.
So you are a true Alabama girl.
I am.
I am. Did you start drag in Alabama?
I started drag. Well, yeah, I started in Alabama. I started drag in Alabama, actually performing with the Misfits.
Gotcha. So what was it like growing up queer in Alabama?
It was weird. Definitely received a lot of bullying.
I can imagine.
From very early age, like. I remember my first time hearing the word gay. Like, somebody called me gay, and I was like, huh? And then they explained it to me, and I was like, I'm not gay. That's not me. That's not my story.
That's not me.
Girl, no. I would never be gay. It kind of helped me, like, I guess, find myself a little bit more, because I was so far away from everybody else and what was, like, considered popular in the mainstream. So I kind of develop my own taste.
So you identify as gay though?
Yes.
Got you. So just a straight up
gold star gay. I ain't never touched
that. Not a gold star gay.
No.
When did this realization of you being gay though come to you?
Honestly, I can say in middle school, but you know, I did what everybody did. I'm bi.
Oh yeah, of course. We always start off as bi, and then we go from there.
My senior year, I finally was like, y'all, I don't
fuck it. I'm a I can't. So on the spectrum though, you identify as gay, he, him pronouns, yes. Out of drag, she, her. I'm assuming.
Well, honestly, out of drag, I don't.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I was for the longest time. I was just like, you know. Yeah. Which that is crazy because I know we also talked about this, but for the longest time before I like actually got to know you and did some stalking on your page, I legit thought you were a trans woman or like maybe even a cis woman. I was like, hold up. And then I'm not gonna lie, one time I saw that line and I was like,
not caught. Caught at the gig.
But I mean, I feel like for your fantasy, that's a good thing, right?
That's honestly like chef's kiss. I love like just high femme energy. I don't know. Something about it is so powerful. Like a beautiful, just gorgeous woman. I don't know.
And I mean, you truly, genuinely, like when you came in, no tea, no shade, you weren't wearing lashes. And I was like, wait, you're not wearing lashes? I was like, you look just so like beat and feminine. I was gagged.
Look, I knew I was gonna be on camera. I went a little hard today.
No, I still like, even in, I was gagged. But how long did your journey in your queerness take before you discovered the art of drag?
Honestly, I think I discovered drag around like season 7 of Drag Race. Yeah,
so you're a Drag Race girl.
I'm a Drag Race baby. I grew up on Drag Race.
Okay.
Violet was like it for me.
How many years have you officially been? Oh, that means season 7.
Ooh, it's been a long
Holy
time. I ain't been doing drag that long. Well, I've been doing
when you got
makeup
into it
that long.
Gotcha.
Like that's when I started trying to figure out my face.
Gotcha.
I've officially like been performing and whatever for like 3 years.
3 years? For a 3-year girl, holy shit.
I know, I give it to you girls every time.
Ooh, I know. Why are you all gagging? So what made you want to start doing drag? Was it just that inspiration from Drag Race?
Honestly, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And then when you think about it, it's like I've always been kind of like a mini drag queen. You know, everybody put the towel on their head and like,
oh yeah, I did that.
My
too.
bundles,
yeah.
and then
not your bundles.
baby, I get the bed sheet.
Yeah,
and have me a nice little train, baby girl.
2 pillows for the pee.
Baby, I was put.
Ah!
You can tell me.
So did you have any inspirations when you were starting drag? Were there any queens from Drag Race since you were watching it so influentially?
When I first started, girl, I wanted to paint like Violet so bad, but then
she does have an incredible paint.
I realized I'm a chocolate girly.
You can still do it.
I can do it, but it's
I would be here for it.
I might try it just for you.
You should.
And then I just started as I kind of found myself more and started performing. I don't know, it's just something about getting those compliments. I couldn't tell if you were a girl or a boy or like what. I don't know, something about that is
just like, oh. They just really get you going.
Supple, sensual.
But are those inspirations still relevant in your drag today?
Still kinda.
I mean, it will be whenever you redo Violet's makeup.
Period.
Yeah.
I've really. It's weird because I don't think you can tell from like my face and like the outfits I wear, but I'm really inspired by like old Hollywood actresses.
No, I could see that.
Marilyn Monroe, Dorothy Dandridge, like.
Especially your red and blue with the big gloves. I don't know why, but it reminds me so much of Marilyn Monroe.
Look, I had to think about what you were talking about, but yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something about it.
It's like Marilyn Monroe and Cyndi Lauper had a baby.
I was trying to do like retro, but also like kind of futuristic.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I live for it.
I'm glad the girlies are catching on to what I'm getting.
I definitely caught on. And the neon with the lips, that gave me very Megan Thee Stallion.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
that. I
appreciate that a lot.
The Alabama's coming through. But speaking of Alabama, what made you move to Georgia?
Well, girl, I didn't choose to move to Georgia. My mom started a new job, and it was just more convenient to live in Georgia. I'm a mutt. I'm from all over the place. I'm from Fayette, West Point, LaGrange. I've been to Statesboro.
She's a traveling girl.
I've lived all over Alabama, Georgia, pretty much. So,
I mean, that's like the two places to like, tittle and tattle between.
Once you have been here so long, though, it's like, girl.
Well, yeah, Alabama sucks, but I mean, Georgia's better, obviously. At least you're in Georgia at the moment.
For the moment, that's what we're gonna go with. For the moment.
But speaking of your drag and you moving back and forth, so your drag officially started in Alabama, and then now she's in Georgia, and she's going everywhere. Because, like as mentioned, you've been to the place we won't name. We've been to Auburn, that's where we officially met at. And I always thought you were an Auburn girl too, which was very.
See, and that's where I got my start in Auburn. And that's where I typically perform because there's not really a space to perform in LaGrange.
Where was your first official place you performed at?
Crown of Comedy. February 12th, 2021.
She knows birthday.
Yeah, I performed. What did I perform? I performed, I think it was a City Girls number. I think. Take Your Man by City Girls. And like,
I could totally see that for you.
I felt like, yes, I felt it's like the first time in drag, you feel like everybody in the room is like, oh, she's eating. If I show you this picture, she was not eating.
I'm sure I can look bad. When you first started drag, though, did you have the name Diamond Swisher?
My name was Diamond Dunn. Dunn is my husband. It's my married life. It's my, you know, I was married and I'm still married, but I changed my name to Dunn.
I feel like I'm so used to Diamond Swisher now.
But see, I felt right. It just worked. But see, I changed it on a fluke. I was just like, you know what? I smoke a lot of weed. I come to these places.
I was just about to ask, what did your drag name come from?
I smoke a lot of weed. I come to these places smelling like marijuana. I'm sure if you come to a show that I've been high.
Your perfume is marijuana smoke. And I'm here for that.
Marijuana and Dior.
Woo! Classy. She's a classy house. She's a classy woman.
But I smoke a lot, and that was like my favorite cigar for the longest. So like,
Swisher Sweet.
I mean, Diamond just came out the blue, but Swisher came along with Diamond.
Well, Diamond is slutty and at heart, you know.
I wanted like
got the big old boobies.
I wanted a stripper name, honestly. Like,
I'm here for it. Although the name in the body, because you know she's. I hate to admit it, she's a skanky woman, and I'm here for it. Don't give it away. You're actually a very like funny and like campy girl, especially on the Facebooks. You were insanely crazy. Literally, while stalking your Facebook the other night, I was like, "What the f are these posts?" Which we're gonna get into some because I need to know the wig incident, and I also need to know about you misgendering a turtle. But we'll get into that later.
Jesus.
Where does this quirky side of you come from? Is it something that you are ever allowed to like transfer into your drag?
See, I would love to incorporate that quirky side. I'm not sure how to blend these two sides.
You definitely have though with the progressive flow look. That was quirky.
That was fun. That was a fun look to do. Like, honestly, it was last minute. It was Halloween. I was like, I need an outfit. And so I threw that together, and it was fun.
It was quirky. I loved it.
Yeah, I like that. I just don't do it.
I think you should be dumb.
I like being dumb.
Do it.
Maybe I'll be dumb more.
You're a very quirky girl when it comes to the Facebooks, but you also give drop dead looks. And you seem to be overall a diamond of all trades because you are like a very performy girl as well. Do you have a specific drag though that you relate to, or is it just that put together polished look queen?
Honestly, I think I'm a look queen, but I gravitate kind of towards that freaky, like out there kind of drag. I love somebody that's just like terrorizing. Cuckoo bananas.
Yeah.
Literally every Facebook post, I'm like, this is so dumb. But I love it. Like that kind of drag where it's just like out there and crazy, but it makes sense for them.
Have you ever done like a pageant, or you're like a pageantry girl?
I did a pageant.
You did one?
I was a lovely first runner-up.
You want to talk about those?
I lost the QS Hall, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
That was recently.
Yes,
right?
this was
last year. This year? Because I knew
February of this year.
Your husband? Husband? I don't know husband or fiance. I was jumping for the upper butt.
Been married for 4 years.
You're the current reigning Mister, aren't you? Or was that 2023?
So I just recently passed on my title to FMJ.
So your husband is more of a
he's more of a pageant king than that I will ever be. I did the one.
I'm not.
I may do it again this year. If I lose this year, that's it for pageants. I am a sore loser.
No, I am too. I'm a horrible sore loser. And I try not to let it show, but I'm like,
I'm going to be vulnerable here.
Okay, you go right ahead.
I discussed with my husband before I did this pageant. I said, if I lose, I'm walking up to you. I'm getting the keys. I'm going to the car, and I'm going to cry for a minute. I'm going to come back and congratulate her, but I'm going to cry. I didn't cry. But
you kept it together.
I definitely took the keys and was like, I might venture to the car for a second. I'm a sore loser.
I'm the same exact way. Are you competitive though?
I'm very competitive,
and that's what makes it so much worse.
And I think it's the only child in me. I was the only child for like till I was 17, and then my mom had 2 sets of twins back to back.
That's so funny. Mine's the opposite. My brothers are much older than 15 years apart from me.
Oh my gosh.
So they were like in their 20s when I was born.
It's so weird being the oldest because I'm so used to being the only one now.
You don't give very older sibling vibes.
Really?
Yeah, no.
But see, I didn't become the older sibling until later in life, so they're probably.
I guess that's fair. You also serve flips, stunts, splits, and lap dances. If you got it like that. Quoted by you. Is that how you describe your performance style in drag?
Pretty much. I'm high energy, somewhat. I'm sexy. I'm very sexy. I can dance somewhat.
She got I saw you in it was at the Birmingham Theater Festival, I believe.
Yes.
Or I think that's what that show was called.
But you know what? If you take the same 1-2 step and just mix it up, put it in a different place.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
New girls listen. Babies listen. That's what you need to do. Find you a cute 1-2 step.
Repeat. And add a little one into the 1-2.
You might throw in a split, death drop, whatever you are capable of doing. You got it. That's the formula.
I get that a lot from like old school pageant queens. Like they used to do the like pas de bourrée, spin, kick, split. And I just repeat it and do something different. Right. Especially if it's like a good like beat song, easy. But speaking of songs, do you have any like go-to performance songs that speak for your Diamond drag?
My go-tos, I love. I swear it's my go-to, and I can't even think of the name of it. Janet Jackson. Anytime, any place. That got me my spot on cast. Ooh. And yeah,
she's a special song in your heart.
She's my girl. I will, if I have nothing else to do, I do that. Or City Girls, anything City Girls, because it's like.
I was about to say, do you have like a go-to artist as well? So it would be like City Girls.
City Girls.
I could so see that.
Easy to just.
And that screams like your drag as well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very.
That like.
It is very that. Like to be very, very honest. What would it like to live in the legacy of a Swisher though?
Honestly,
like be a part of that legacy.
Just be a bad bitch, like in whatever capacity that is for you. So if you do camp drag, do it, but do it to the T.
Yeah.
If you do like spooky drag, do it, but do it to the T. And I can't necessarily. I feel like a lot of times I don't really have I don't know the right words, but like the years of experience to be like telling them, hey, get your shit together. But at the same time, it's like, I'm still learning and growing, but as I'm learning and growing, I'm trying to do everything like to the T.
But I mean, no, I definitely agree with what you're saying. Like, I love all forms of drag as long as you're putting your effort into it. And you're not being like sloppy. And,
don't just throw some together and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I know I used to do that same, but now that I've grown past it,
I'm questioning your family choices as you say that. Thank you in the audience.
Well, girl.
Looking back though at your drag legacy thus far, what would be a moment at your highest that you would say you would tell to your drag children in the future? As an old retired mama Swisher.
Thus far, I think is that I've been able to do so much so fast, honestly, because I don't feel like, not that I'm wrong, I don't have a lot of experience with other drag queens. Like, I'm the diva. I'm gonna be the diva, that's it. But like I've been able to travel so much, do so much, perform with so many different people. Like,
yeah, I see you literally everywhere, I feel like.
And like North Carolina, like
you better get it. Come on,
I didn't even start and I didn't think like, okay girl, we gonna be traveling all which way, but I mean I appreciate that. That's like
I mean, that speaks for your drag career and legacy as a whole, though. That you do get, so many opportunities. That you're putting yourself out there and people are noticing, you know, what type of person you are and how great of an entertainer you are and so on and so forth.
I'm so grateful.
And you're gonna tell the children someday. You're gonna show the children.
Your mama did all this.
And that. And speaking of future, what is the future for Diamond? Any new projects or things to be on the lookout for?
Currently, I'm on like a brief little hiatus.
She's on a vacay.
You know, I done started a new job, girl. Working second shift.
Okay.
Right. Ooh.
Starting a new job in general.
But then second shift. Ooh.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm taking a little brief hiatus till I get, you know, all that figured out. I know I'm working on a few new looks. Cause, you know, I love to turn a look.
Yeah, Avi.
Working on some hair. Honestly, I'm just stepping my up during this little break. And y'all should book me. So y'all can see.
She does the what is it? The surge, the kicks, flips, splits, and a lap dance.
If you got it like that, but don't be taking me no once, expecting no lap dance. I'm sorry.
At least 20s and above.
Man, you ain't gotta have no 20. I take 5s.
I know. I take 20s and above. If you want this padded ass, 20 and above.
I mean, that's nice, but
with the future bright, with like a diamond, of course, it's time to make this dumb with a portion I like to call dumb and quick.
Okay, period.
So I have 6 questions with 9 seconds to answer them. If you don't answer them with the amount of time, Zay will admit an embarrassing story about you.
Okay.
And I will bring Zay to the camera and give them the microphone to admit said embarrassing story. Number 1, RuPaul or Michelle?
Michelle.
Okay, that was easy.
I mean, Michelle's just that girl. Ru. I mean, I love Ru. Don't get me wrong,
too,
but Michelle is
that girl.
That girl.
Number 2, favorite sandwich?
I don't eat those. If I had, do I gotta pick one if I don't eat those?
I mean, I guess
grilled cheese.
You don't eat. Oh, okay. Number 3, Alabama or Georgia?
Georgia.
Oof. I mean,
both suck. Honestly, I'm gonna just be real.
If you're not in Atlanta and Georgia,
right? You were just.
Yeah.
You're in Alabama.
Number 4, favorite Madonna song?
Sorry, no tea. I don't know her.
I mean, I guess I don't know her as a.
What's Madonna song? Besides, all I know is Material Girl. That's it.
Like a Virgin. Material Girl was a song though.
Okay. Material Girl.
Material Girl. I think it's saucy. Yeah. Number 5, White Owl or Swisher Sweets?
Swisher, duh. I had to think about it. Why did I have to think about it?
Number 6, how did that blonde wig try to kill you?
Okay. So, my daughter decided to take off her wig after her number. And I guess she laid it on the ground or something. I don't know how it ended up on the ground. Some kind of way, it was on the ground. That's definitely an OSHA violation. Right on the plane, I'm coming for you. Class action lawsuit.
Ooh.
But I had on like these sequin, like thigh-high boots. Mm-hmm. They're like a green.
Thigh-high boots?
A green to blue, like, anyway, it don't matter what color the
I know
sequins
exactly
are.
which one you're talking about, yeah.
But I guess I stepped on the wig and then it got tangled up in the boot. And I felt it, so I'm walking and I'm like kicking and walking and kicking. And then all of a sudden I step and I like, bam, face plant.
Head hit the wall.
But I had a friend from But yeah, and then like next thing you know, I'm laying there, cookies on the ground. I'm on the ground. I look down, I'm like, this wig, and I was so embarrassed because
that is so scary.
Literally everybody was back there. You were there.
Yeah.
Toya. I ain't gonna get the name of everybody, but everybody was back there.
That's crazy.
I ain't even got to tell you an embarrassing story. I remember one time I can't think of the name of that bar, but it's a really small bar. And I wanted to do Blow, that Beyonce.
Oh.
How do I make you know? I love the taste.
I don't know.
Anyway,
yeah.
long story short,
Yeah.
I'm doing blow,
Mm.
and I thought in my mind, delusional. I thought, okay, I'm gonna do a handstand, and I'm gonna be against the wall, and then I might kick these legs. I might have hit that wall and landed clean on my ass. Clean.
At least it was clean.
I tried to save it, but
I think I've only fallen like once or twice. No, I've recently was my second time. I went to go do a high kick and the floor was slippery and I. And lastly, where can they follow you?
You can find me on Facebook. I'm an old lady.
She's a Facebook girl.
Diamond Swisher. Or you can find me on Instagram, Diamond Swisher with 2 underscores. Don't forget the 2 underscores because otherwise you're going to come across a whole bunch of random pages and that ain't me. If you don't see a in a red dress, well, actually, I changed my Facebook. If you don't see a bitch that look like me, it ain't me. Okay?
Look like me. Thank you so much for being here, Diamond. I am so happy that I finally got to dig deeper and get to know more of the Swisher Suite experience. It was such a nice time, and we're definitely going to have to meet up in LaGrange and have a sesh, maybe travel in some other places, or maybe just if you give me, is there even drag in LaGrange?
So,
no. Okay,
heard.
We'll talk numbers. Follow me on all of my socials at The Only Preferred. Like, comment, and subscribe for a brand new video every single Sunday. But until then, stay queer, stay preferred, and stay Swisher Sweet.